Ooh. Sorry, I got excited. I forgot we had a box of Capri Suns on the couch. This is the first Capri Sun appearance of the season.
Presented by Cedars-Sinai. Shifty work into the box. And across, it's in! Oh, it's Lou! It's a dream return!
Welcome to Casual FC, an Angel City match recap pod today, and footy therapy pod featuring two certified footy therapists. I'm your host, Mario Salazar, with my uber gay co-host Angela Morales, and happy Pride Month,
Pride.
Everyone. So right before we started recording, I was trying to figure out an intro and I thought I had one, and then I started walking it back because I was like, I think the meaning of what I thought it was not exactly it. It might be a bad meaning. I need to maybe not say it. We talked it out. It's not that bad, but I mean, it caused some hilarity. And I told her to expect one of the intros that we talked about, but not know which one we were going to do. So here you go. Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride. Also, happy Election Day.
Yes.
Sure. I swear to God, if I find out any of you voted for Spencer Pratt, I'll kick you out of the Discord. I will.
God.
I will. On principle alone. I can't even vote for LA mayor, which apparently people didn't know they couldn't if they don't live in the city of LA. Jesus Christ! Like,
I saw a report of some woman having a fit trying to go to a polling place because she's like, I couldn't vote for Spencer Pratt in Santa Monica, so I needed to come to. You know, the education system sometimes fails us.
Sometimes. There's like a whole joke of No Child Left Behind, like all the bullshit from the Bush administration. It's like that child should have been left behind. Anyway, hi guys, we're here to talk about soccer.
Well, okay, so today we're recapping because we are about to hit a really long break in our footy lives here. So we're gonna do a little footy therapy, a little bit of dissecting about what just happened in our last match, what was happening in this, as Angela being super reporter and getting to ask questions during the press conference.
I was stressed. I just really quick
was corrected by coach. Yeah, go ahead.
I was so freaking stressed. I was like, I'm going to have the courage to ask a question today. I'm going to have big cojones and I'm going to do it. And then I was like, why did I raise my hand? I'm also sitting in the front row. Stupid. Oh my God. But I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
And
well, I will say that when I met Coach Straus, and I mean, we both met him, but like individually, I mentioned about the podcast and he's like, oh, I know. So
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
When this, okay, so Straus has piercing blue eyes that like bore into your soul. They're like lasers. And I don't know if you caught this, or when he and I spoke at the Jersey event, I was like, oh, I'm Angela from Casual FC. He goes, I know who you are. And I was like, oh God. Oh no. What have I done? But no, he's very fun and he's very personable and very easy to talk to, even though he looks deep into your soul.
Yeah. Angela did get to ask two questions, one to Sarah Gordon and one to Coach Straus. And I did kind of hear it in your, maybe a little bit of that nervousness because you asked him about...
If you know me, you hear it.
Yeah,
if you don't,
you hear it.
You don't.
No, it was fairly confident. It was really good. The question was just, how is the season going? What are we looking forward in that we've seen in the first half? And then what are we looking forward for the second half? He corrected her saying it's only been a third.
He's like, it's been 1/3. I was like, okay. The first third of the season. And he had the biggest grin. And I'm like trying to breathe normal.
And then the funny part is that I don't know if you listened back to it. He because he corrected you midway and you're like, oh yeah, a third. Okay, yeah, a third. And then you ask the rest of the question. And then in the second part of your question, you also repeat yourself saying the other half of the season.
Of course, that tracks.
Yeah. But
Immediately
yes.
gone from my brain.
So our Angela has gone from writing silly thoughts of soccer in a Slack channel for a supporters group to hosting a podcast to going to events where she's being recognized as a host of a podcast to being in the press box as a regular and now asking questions at the press event, post game presser. This girl's moving on up, man.
I was so scared. Thank you everybody, because I was really nervous, and I love what we're doing. It doesn't mean I'm not like shitting my pants halfway through. It's not even like a fake it till you make it. It's just pretend you're fine and then see what happens. And I'm just grateful that enough people listen to us and people want us to keep doing this, because I'd be really sad if they were like, you guys suck.
I mean, if you think that too, that's fine.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
I have opinions too.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, and I forgot, within that tier, we also have a panelist and panel host moderator. So this lady got everything going on.
I feel like we went from haha, let's make a podcast, this is fun, and be like, oh, let's try something new. And then this year we're like, let's shoot it through the ceiling. Okay. Like, I feel very much like we're in the Wonkavator, like the glass elevator in Willy Wonka at the end, and we're just like in the sky. That, at least I am. I don't know about you, but that's what it feels like. Controlled chaos.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, that's just the MO of my life is controlled chaos. Yeah, it's the only way. You just white knuckle it through life and then see how it's going to end. All right, so we had a match.
We did.
Against North Carolina at home. I unfortunately continued to be sick and was originally not planning to go to the game because we were going to actually hang out with an old family friend that we haven't seen in a while. Yet, because the entire family stayed sick all week, we had to cancel that, and we just stayed home. Completely.
So you were sick for your birthday, or you got sick after, during, and then Maddie was sick for her birthday?
Yep.
I hate that.
Well, so we at least both got to do our planned birthday events.
Oh, that's right, because it was early.
It was the weekend before. We took Maddie to go rock climbing. This really cool rock climbing gym near LAX that has a really cool kids section. And she had a blast. The number one indicator that it was a good birthday was the fact that a lot of her friends were telling their parents, can I have my party here next year?
Ooh. You just one-upped everyone's birthday this year, dude. Good job.
Yeah. So
it
was a really fun event. I think they all had fun. And then the following day, I did my annual beer crawl, this time on the Metro. Took the Metro from Pasadena all the way to BMO Stadium to see the LAFC game. And then subsequently woke up the next day. My daughter was sick. And then towards the end of the day, on my actual birthday on Tuesday, I wake up sick and I'm like, damn it. And it was the entire family. So all four of us sick for the entire week, all the way through Sunday. You can probably still hear it in my voice a little bit, or when I'm going to be having to dip the audio levels a bunch because of my throat. But yes, a lot of our footy therapy was trying to look at the bright side of what we have come through in this first third of the year. We did not end well in the last couple of matches, so it always leaves a bad taste in your mouth, right? To get to this point and to be like, we were doing so well. We went from the top of the roller coaster and we hit the bottom, seemingly, basically. And then we're in
that, like, you know how you like, and then you go like that. We're in that like valley that slingshots you forward. We're in that valley, and are we on a cool roller coaster that shoots up again, or are we like a little kid one that's like, ooh, and just kind of rides till the
Whee! And
end?
then it gets back
Yeah,
to the beginning.
exactly.
Yeah, we need to find out in the next part of the season what kind of roller coaster we're on. But it's going to be a roller coaster. We're going to be going through it with this team. So if nothing, they're on brand. they're giving us the chaos. They're giving us the heartburn. So yeah, we ended up with a loss.
Another
Heartbreaking.
2-1 loss too, which is, I think at this point, the bane of everyone's existence is a 2-1 loss, because that means it was likely a 2-1 loss with a goal in the last 15 minutes to lose the game.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute.
We've definitely hit like an 80th minute curse, and I thought for a while we were past that, but we are not past that. So we'll start our recap with a little bit of a haiku. Ethan dropped us our haiku. I know we missed a couple of them, mainly because we've been running and gunning on these recordings and then haven't always been able to grab them in time. But seeing potential, news, success, then heartbreak, pause, and horizon. Really, we need to be like, what's done is done. The games that we're not going to replay any of these games. Some of the teams we've already played twice. We've already played Houston twice, so we're not seeing them at all.
Houston twice, Portland twice.
Yeah, we're not seeing them at all for the rest of the seasons. It is what it is. The only thing we can do is go forward from here. And I mean, tell us what you saw. You saw it from the press box, so.
Yeah, and first of all, being in the press box, I've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people, but and I doubt he'll end up hearing this, but I was able to meet Rico Cabrera Sr., who started the East LA sports scene. If you are in Los Angeles and you follow indie sports, give them a follow, go to their website, check them out. He started this in 1991 all by himself. He is a local LA kid. He went to Loyola High. He and I texted Mario, oh my God, this viejo next to me. I love him. But very, really, truly, he is an elder in the Mexican community in LA that needs to be cherished. I want to protect him and hug him constantly. I love him. So yeah, East LA sports scene. We follow them on Instagram now. So we'll likely be reposting some of their stuff that they post about Angel City, all that good stuff and good vibes. I will cry if I talk about him anymore because we had the most beautiful conversation. But I'm not crying today. It's Pride. And if you make me cry during Pride, I hate you. And that's homophobic. So including myself, I cannot make myself cry.
The ultra gay co-host is homophobic.
It's homophobic if you make me cry.
Oh, so many clips from this episode.
It's true. Okay, so I was in the press box, and it's a different view. It's about 50 feet up from my normal seat, so it's like the same angle, but the vibe is a lot different. And there's 2 rows, and it's really fun because when I'm in the second row, I have to stand up to see corners in that corner, like right by 27, 126, that like my corner essentially.
Yeah.
So I'm like standing up, like looking over people, trying to see down on the pitch. But the biggest thing is that like we're fine. And it's really hard to say that and like sound like I'm not on a bender, because like it's really difficult to watch the same thing happen in different ways in every loss we've had. So I think it was Expected Own Goals posted that every game we've lost, we've given up a goal in the last 15 minutes of the game. Like 15 regulation minutes. So 75th minute forward. And all of them have been 1-goal losses with a 2-1 score, which is maddening. And like the team knows it's an issue and they're trying to figure it out, because when I asked the question to Coach Straus in the presser, I was like, what are we looking for what are we looking at the younger players and the rookies to see? What are we looking to see in the second half of the season that's going to push us forward? And he made a really interesting comment that kind of stuck with me, because he's like, I'm going to say something and it's going to sound pathetic because It's the same thing because we're trying to figure out why this keeps happening. And that's the thing I think a lot of people forget when it comes to sports as a whole, not just soccer, not just Angel City. When something keeps repeating in it's a habit or like something like this where we're getting scored on in the last 15 minutes, why? Because you can see that it's like different reasons. How do we lock it in? You might lock in one, and then that opens up another valve for some, or like a loophole for something to happen.
Yeah.
And he said, I feel crazy because we look at the numbers and we win. On paper, we're winning. Why is this not transferring?
A lot of
to the
a lot of
pitch?
a lot of these matches have been like on paper. We've had the possession.
Yeah. We've had the possession, we've had the shots, we've had the
shots on goal, the chances,
Yeah.
the things being like in this game in particular, Suarez, like that would have been such an like it's one of those where like
This woman, I told you. Sorry, I'm showing trading cards for anybody who's listening because I have a lot of them. But I'm working on the captain's line from the last Pacific drop that Parkside had, and I just pulled Kaylin Sheridan. I was like, this woman. But it's what I told you. I'm saying this literally since the first season that we started this podcast. Kaylin Sheridan shows up in big moments.
that was a huge moment. That was
Yeah.
she robbed Taylor Suarez of such a beautiful tap in, a beautiful. She was just in the right spot. She was where she needed to be. She did what she needed to do. So honestly, no notes for Suarez on that one. Everything went the way it was supposed to go. It's just the hard thing about when you play a game, you're playing against another person and they don't want you to score.
And that variable is an unknown. Tendencies, and you can understand that, so-and-so goes to the left because they're left-footed. So-and-so goes up the middle because they're ambidextrous. Like you have all this data that you can play with, but at the end of the day, sometimes soccer is going to soccer. Sometimes baseball is going to baseball, and there's things you can't control. But it's what Sarah said in her part of the presser is we need to score more and score earlier because we shouldn't be trying to scramble at the end of the game to fix a mistake or to fix a goal that we let up. If we're scoring earlier and we take control earlier, which is what you and I've been saying too, is like we need to play our game from the jump and not let the other team dictate. And
this game we started off on a really good foot. I was watching it from home and I remember messaging everybody on the Discord like, I'm liking what I see.
We look great.
We were moving really fluidly. The passes that for the last couple of games have always been off by a touch, off by an inch, off by whatever, a lot of them were spot on. A lot of them looked like they were spot on. So things were gelling, and that's where I think you get more frustrated when things are going right, yet you can't convert, right?
Yes, and that's what Straus was saying is that we're doing things correctly. We're doing things the way we want to do them. What the heck? What is the missing piece that I can't find? And that's something that I also think that people overlook. Very rarely do players, coaches, team officials, whatever, admit to not knowing the answer. They'll dance around it, but he straight up was like, I don't know what this is. What is this piece? You could see it. He looked at me because we were like locked in, and it very much felt like I was the only other person in that room, and we were just having a very stressful conversation. But it was I could feel the frustration of like, why can't I figure this out? Why can't we as a team figure this out? What is this thing? And honestly, I think it's youth to some degree. I think it's the lack of experience in big professional moments where you're just, it's the kind of thing, I think MA said it when she scored her first Thorns goal. She's like, I just kind of blacked out. And Svendis said it when she scored that left foot goal. It just happened. I don't know. And it's like for different reasons. But Abby Wambach, she would head a goal, it would go in, and she's like, yeah, I blacked out. That was a concussion. But that's different. But this thing happens because it would happen to me in big moments is that I don't remember them. I don't just hit a different
the adrenaline
level.
the adrenaline
it's like
hits
you
you
black
and you're
out and you're like, I don't know what I did. It just happened.
Yeah.
I can't recreate that. And it's one of those intangible things that you can build around, but you can't manufacture outside of those moments. And I think it's really interesting because he talked a lot about the robbing of Taylor Suarez. This moment that should have been a goal. All intents and purposes, it was a goal, with the
Yeah.
exception of
Yeah.
Kalen Sheridan. And with another keeper, maybe it is 5 seconds earlier, 5 seconds later, maybe it is. But it doesn't mean
That's
anything when
that's
the
just the way
score line. Yeah.
The thing that, and this was, I haven't gone back to look at it. It was very much like the game was over. I was trying to clean up. It was like middle of the afternoon, and we were getting the kids ready to go do other stuff or whatever. Whatever time it was. I was cleaning up, and the TV was still on, and then they were showing the replay of the game, like highlights and stuff. And I took a glance, and to me, honestly, it looked like the exact same play. They scored on us the exact same way. It was the same build-up, the same crossover, the same 3-point touch. It was just a new set of players. And we were having such success with, again, something else that we also need to realize is, hey, we do have injuries. I mean, that's just been our MO since the beginning that's why we're so good on paper. On paper, we do have some amazing talent. We have the legs, we have the speed, we have the talent.
Yeah.
But is that talent on the pitch all the time? Are they together in the right combination?
Yeah.
We might have star defenders, but then at the moment, some of those star defenders aren't there. We might have star attackers. At the moment, they're not there. So I don't envy the coach. I don't envy the coaching staff.
I don't envy the people that need to figure out these gaps. And someone brought it up in the Discord. I don't remember who it was, but they said it feels like our defenders are playing super high. And as I was typing a response, like, yeah, I agree, but I don't really know why. Like, I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh, our experience, our veterans are in our back line right now. And like our midfield, like our attacking midfield and our attack is so young. But our defensive midfielders and our defense is where the experience lies. It's Ari, it's Neely, it's Sarah, it's Emily, and even it's Giselle, which is wild.
Yeah.
But I mentioned it there. It's like saying Olivia Moultrie is a vet because she's been in the league for 6 years. But it's true. And so it almost seems like they end up leading the attack because they're pushing. They're like, go, 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 which causes congestion. And then there's this hesitation, and coach talked about that hesitation too, of just, what is that? Why are we doing that? We're thinking too much. And I think a lot of that, one is the youth, and two is we need to win. And when you try too hard, it's weird. It happens in every
yips.
sport at every level, but it's not, because the yips is different. It's you're too in your head. So you're overthinking what you're doing when you just need to play free and play fluid. The yips is more like oh shit, am I good enough? Where am I on the pitch? You kind of lose the connection, at least for me. And
I mean, as an outsider to a lot of the sport and the competitive play, I mean, like we've mentioned this like way back. Go listen to some of the first episodes. My extensive soccer career was youth soccer, playing up until about high school, and then I stopped playing. So that's where my extensive knowledge comes from. But
you
as
also
a
play
fan,
for fun. You don't play to hurt people's feelings. I play to hurt people's feelings.
That was another thing. To me, the yips are really the yips are literally just being in your own head, and however that manifests, whether it's the kind of overcompensation, right? Which is what's kind of happening at the moment. It's this slight overcompensation of, we haven't won, we've lost 4 in a row. We need to win, and we're pushing. We have to do something, and then it becomes, and we can see it too at times where it's like they all have the same playbook and they're all going in the same direction and we're gelling. And that was the first half. We were working, we were passing. Second half, we're like, okay, we haven't scored yet. We need to get this win. We really need to push. And now instead of the gelling and the clean passes, everybody's starting to look for those individual moments of brilliance when we don't need that. We still need the team. And then it starts to break down.
Yeah.
Then we start to get people out of position. Then we start to get the entire back line pushing up a little too high because they're trying to make up
at the midline. Like,
yeah, make up for other things. And to me, that's still the yips. That's still it's totally in your head, and it can manifest in overcompensation, and then it can manifest in the am I good enough, or am I the hype? Am I worth what I'm supposed to be doing here? And that affecting your game. But yeah, I think there's always been this thing where we look cohesive and then it starts to slowly deteriorate and we can't seem to rally it back around, right?
Yeah, and I think a lot of that comes from a lot of good happening and then injuries. And then it's like this scramble and
this progress
season,
and confidence being built up, and then you lose
it's like,
one of those.
Yeah. And then the bottom falls out and it's like, shit. And I think that's really what is happening in this moment, because Savvy's injury, it was an accident that happened at training. And that sucks. So we don't have a timeline, at least publicly, that I've seen. Svendes, same thing. That was an multiple in-game injury, overuse injury essentially, but ankle issues. And I think the combination of those two injuries, like two key energy pieces on the team, not just like obvious, like physical energy, but like personality energy. They both bring so much, but that combined right as we were like riding the ship and things were going forward, it was so good. That combined with 3 games in a week where we have to play with lineups and move things around. And we've talked about it a bunch, where the second you change 3 people, it's a completely different, like the system is completely different. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. So now everybody's like, we're starting over. Okay. And that's the thing that sucks, because this team isn't bad. We're just in a moment. And I really feel that. And I don't give a shit if you think I sound crazy. I understand trends. I see the trend in the sport. I see the trend in the team. They have not lost their confidence.
We've said it, and we're not shying away from it. We're homers. We are here for the team. We will criticize when we need to criticize, which is, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. But we're still also not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Like, it's not.
I will hold you accountable, but I won't tell you that you're shit. Or a shit person, or you shouldn't be playing professional soccer, because that is a whole different category of person that I would like to talk about.
Speaking of a little bit of accountability, though.
Yes, go for it.
We need to, and by we, I mean the collective we and us putting our energy into the team and the players. The players, it's Ari. Ari needs to calm down. She gets a little hot-headed during the game, and then
it stressed me out so much this game.
There's a point where you got a foul because you did a bad tackle or a rough tackle or whatever in the heat of the moment. Yeah, cool, understandable, and cool. Just be careful now. If you get a card because they're not moving fast enough for you, or someone's in your way and you're just a little bit upset and you're like, get out of my way, and you physically start pushing people after the whistle, after the ball is dead. You are even when they're time wasting and not giving you the ball, and it's the whole thing. I understand the frustration completely, but I don't want you to get in trouble for card accumulation. That's a thing.
Remember,
it's a thing.
Remember,
you can get rid of cards through good behavior.
Good behavior. Oh God, that's so silly, but okay. But no, I think a big accountability moment. I think as a fan base, we have to remember that yes, we're frustrated right now with the results, but we are not frustrated more than them. We're not frustrated more than the coaches. We're not frustrated more than the team, because they know. They're not blind. They know what happened. They know they're the ones doing the thing. And my biggest issue with everything right now is how people are talking about it. Because, like I said earlier, there are intangibles you cannot control no matter how much you prepare. It's how you react and how you recover, but it's also how much time how much time is left on the clock, how much momentum do we have, any more subs, like all these other variables that factor into those things. And I know so many people are so frustrated, but the things I have seen people write and say, can we bring back shame? Be embarrassed, because what the hell?
Yeah. And I think this is something, and unfortunately, this is a topic that we've hit before. Last year, especially with all of the Sid conversation.
Yeah.
These keyboard warriors, you need to. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Like, do you? It's a more like, do you hug your mother with those hands? Like,
yeah, like,
you know those. Okay, everyone, remember. We love this game. We have fun. We watch it. We're frustrated. It's like the people running a race, like running a marathon, and you see the sign that says, remember, you paid to do this. You paid to be this miserable in the morning.
And I just want to remind people, yes, it's 5 years. And this is the most consistency we have had in that entire time. And on top of that, it's not 100 years. We're not the Cubs. We're not the Red Sox of just shit for a century. It's been 5 years. And granted, it's been a beacon of hope at the same time, just in the shit of the world. But just take a deep breath, because loudly talking shit is not going to help anything. The players are going to see it. The players are going to hear it. They live it. They internalize it. They are dealing with it. And I get it, because I'm frustrated too. I want to see them win. This is my money. I have season tickets too. But guys,
I will also say this, and this is true for, I will say, probably a good majority of them, not all of them. Some people take this is a job, right? This is work for them. Yeah. They are frustrated at work, basically, right? Some people take that frustration home, right? And it sits with them.
Yeah.
Other people can leave it alone, right? A lot of them can compartmentalize, can be like, look, when I'm on the field, when I'm when I'm on practice, when I'm in the stadium, it's game time. We're losing at practice. We're working on it. We're frustrated. We're running the drills.
Yeah.
When I go home, I don't need to be thinking about that. I don't need to be bringing that negativity with me or that intensity with me. Being intense 100% of the time it's
not good for you.
It's not good. You're just going to age really, really fast. But it's not a good thing. And then on top of that, it's a game, people. We're fans of a game. Yeah. Just put that little bit of perspective in your head again. Before you're about to type some stupid ass comment, some stupid ass tirade about God knows what, and then everybody else looking at you like, ew.
Yeah, and I think it's hard too, because I look at at the community that Angel City has built around the team, around women's soccer as a whole, and I know the friends I have made, the people I consider family, like all hundreds of thousands of people that have rallied around this team. Who are you right now? Like, I have so much to say about it, but it's, one, I know for the most part I'm preaching to the choir. Two, there's going to be assholes. I get it. I have been one. Sometimes I am one. But like you said, I know what it feels like to be frustrated at work and not be able to figure out how to fix it. I get it. On a cellular level, I get it. Or in competition, knowing that you can't figure something out and you're losing because of it. And it sucks and it's ass. And you go home and you're like, that was the worst fill in the blank I've ever done. worst game I've played, worst meet I've had, whatever. You don't need to have a dump truck then dump a pile of extra shit on top of you. And I think just generally as a whole, one, people need to be kinder because humanity is important. And two, we need to kind of bring back shame and bring back being embarrassed because guys, chill the fuck out. That's my soapbox. It's put away mostly for this part of things. But yeah, thank you.
As we've been saying, we're here for the team. We're ride or die, but in a figurative way, like there is a way where I'm like, I'm going to step off of this before you go a little crazy. Right. So everybody just always, and anything you do in life, anything, work, family, home, being at the game, working on a model, a Lego model, whatever you're doing, if you're getting frustrated and you're hitting that point of it's not bringing you joy anymore, take a second.
Yeah.
Right? Do everything that you do with intention. And unfortunately, if your intention is that, then fuck you. But
rethink something.
Yeah. But we get it. Everybody gets frustrated. Everybody wants to vent. Sports gets you that way. And yes, be upset. Have those feelings. That's what footy therapy is for. We're all here to vent. The beginning of footy therapy ends up being a venting session. Towards the end of it, we're all cracking jokes. Yeah. Someone was singing Baby Vets as a Baby Shark song in our Discord. So, I mean, that's where we get to the point of like, you expressed it and you are okay now. You're not bottling it in. All right. My mini soapbox out of the way.
My other really quick side note soapbox. If it gets any louder in BMO,
I'm so sorry.
I'm in the press box and my chair is vibrating. Why? Why do I feel like I need to wear earplugs and noise canceling headphones? Why do I have a migraine the next day? Why do I have a headache for 2 days after a game?
This is probably going to be clipped again, but
I don't understand. I've had multiple people outside of our podcast community. No, I'm dead serious. Being like, were you at the game? Is it always that loud? Why is it that loud? Why is this happening? Why does it keep getting louder?
So a lot of this is like, okay, look, if I can hear and I can say, watching from home, hearing through the broadcast, damn, that's really loud in the stadium. And it's not really loud because everybody's cheering. It's really loud because they're playing speakers, like some EDM Christina Aguilera song or whatever it is. They're just... It's stupid loud. It is. And then us experiencing recently going to the Portland match, that was a very respectable volume. And we're not saying this. We're not saying this because we are podcasters of a certain age. This is definitely it's too goddamn loud in there, dude. Seriously.
It's so bad. And don't know, I filled out the surveys. I know people are filling out too. I know people who aren't coming to games anymore. Honestly. Because it's triggering migraines. It's triggering tinnitus. Like, guys, I was joking that there's going to be a class action lawsuit against BMO for all of us losing our hearing in like 3 years. And sign me up.
So I don't know if it's a different crew or why it seems louder, but it's not. It's loud during the LAFC games. It's not that loud though. Angel City games are. It's personally, awful. It feels like it's not as loud as an Angel City game. Those speakers are set to 11. It's stupid loud.
It's so bad. And I have multiple friends that aren't coming to games as much anymore. They're only coming to the matches that they want to see the matchup because of how loud it is. Multiple people have told me that they've had headaches after the games, like for days. It's triggering migraines in people. It's overstimulating literally everyone. And it's like where our seats are, we're directly under a speaker. So cool. Yeah. Thanks. You can't have a conversation with the person sitting next to you anymore That's how loud it is. And it's honestly such a reprieve the second the game starts, because it's just people yelling and talking, and it's a normal loud volume.
Yeah.
It's not ear piercing loud. You can't understand anything people are saying in the stadium. You can't understand the lyrics to the songs that you know the words to. And then to have people talking into microphones and then yelling when the whole point of a microphone is to amplify your voice.
So I get the on-field announcers and stuff like that when they're like yelling into the mics, because wherever they're at is loud. Wherever they're at is loud, but they just need to, 1, turn down the gain on the mic, 2, turn down the speakers, and you will balance things out. You're just having someone yell into a mic while the speakers are turned up to 11 is just going to make everything unintelligible. Like, you can't understand anything. It's
so frustrating.
Okay.
Yeah. That's away. Soapbox away. Tell us about what happened, Mario.
So as we going into the break, there were other games that happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
So let's see. Denver beat Racing 1-0. Orlando beat Bay 3-1. KC beat Boston 1-0. Utah and Portland tied in a... Well, I was just watching the what happened on that, and it was due to the goalkeeper rule that finally got enforced. And
it was wild.
Which led to a corner kick that equalized for Portland. They were about to lose at home, which apparently they've been on a winning streak at home since last year. So, yeah, that was a wild one. Spirit beat Seattle 2-1. San Diego beat Chicago 2-0. Gotham beat Houston 1-0. And then our match was one of the last ones of the weekend. We do have a little bit of a Chaos Award, and it's for our first weather delay.
Ooh, and it's either Houston or Orlando because of where they are. And it was Orlando this time. There was lightning.
Yee.
Yeah, no thanks.
No. I'll take our Southern California weather. It's fine.
Any day.
So, really quick, on screen, I will bring up the standings. I'm only doing the standings check. I told myself, I even have it in the script, where that it's the second half of the season where Permutation Primo is going to come out and start talking about standings. But because we are a third of the way and we're going to be taking this big month-long break, it's a good time to check. Now, it's not ideal. We are down in 12th place. We have a total of 13 points. Top place right now is San Diego at 25. It's not as tight as it has been in past years, although I think the schedule, because of this month-long break, the schedule is really weird for a number of teams. We still have 2 games in hand, which means, yes, we are at 13 points, but we have played 2 less games than most of the other teams. I would say about half of the other teams. So the Washington Spirit, Gotham, who are both high up there, the North Carolina Courage, Denver, Seattle, us, and Bay FC and Racing Louisville are all on 11 matches played out of a total of 13 so far possible. So it's 11 to 13 matches. The stupid little cute quirk about the season, beyond already playing 2 teams twice and not seeing them the rest of the season at all, is we will be 2 matches down until September 16th. And the way I found this out was literally building a spreadsheet where I was like marking off games per week and counting them, at least counting them with the formula. I didn't physically count them, but September 16th is the day where all teams are going to be equal, finally. So
that's
on
wild.
The 16th, it isn't going to be till the 16th that all teams have played the exact number of matches. So it will be like the true standings where nobody's like, oh, we still got 3 more points in the bag. We still got 6. No. Yeah. September 16th. So that's the big date of let's check the standings that day. And then there's only a couple weeks till the end of the season from that point. It really will be like a race to the finish from there. Whatever the standings are on the 16th, it's going to be the mad dash towards the end. So.
And the crazy thing is that if we come out in July, let's say we win that first match against Orlando, we move up to 9th place. We go from 12th to 9th like that. And that's the other thing is that right now, because we have those points in the bag, because we're just kind of in this weird secret limbo, we can hop. Every game ends up being a 6-pointer. And the best part is that our record isn't what we want it to be, but we still have +2 goal differential.
We're still positive in the goal differential.
As a tiebreaker, though, that's
historically too. That's
what's up.
Yeah.
Because
so
as it was posted today, we very truly may be getting Sid back in July. That's what it's alluding to. It's nothing official. I don't know. It's an assumption, but like based on Instagram posts, who's reposting them, some investigative work. And if there is somebody who I know who has the ability to come in a game and essentially mollywop a team's way through to a win.
That's a word. I might have to define that for people underneath.
It is Sydney effing LaRue. Because, I don't know if you guys remember, one of her first games back after her ankle surgery, injury, all the things, she scored, ran into the goal, grabbed the ball, turned around and said, let's fucking go, and took the ball back to midfield. She is not one to waste time. She is not one to rest on her laurels. And with Claire being back, we have that push again. With Sid being back, we're going to have that push. With Svendis coming back and being healthy, same thing. Riley Tiernan is going to find her way again. We have the people. We just need them to be on the pitch. That's minor things. Just a couple caveats here and there.
They say if you score more than the other team, you end up winning.
What? Oh my God.
Little unknown secret there.
Yeah, I have faith in this team, guys. They still have confidence. They still feel very proud of what they've accomplished and excited to do more. So I think this month is going to be a good couple weeks to recover, physically recover, and then just balls to the wall, figure the shit out. Throw spaghetti at the wall, see what happens while you have time. And then, yeah. That's all.
All right. Well, we're going to be going, the NWSL is going to be going on break because of the boys and international friendlies. So that's going to happen. There was some cryptic posts about the NWSL road to summer or something like that.
Yeah.
They were making
Summer
an
soccer.
announcement. Yeah. Did they release any other info beyond that? I might cut this out, but
they're doing a bunch of stuff for Pride. They're like Angel City and the NWSL Pride matches. Portland had their Pride match on Sunday. Everybody else's are in July. But the whatchamacallit, they're doing soccer camps. They're doing watch parties, pickup games, random events, all kinds of stuff all over the city. So we'll post stuff as we see it and as we find out about it. But yeah.
Okay,
World
that's
Cup,
what that
guys,
was.
be safe.
When I saw
trash
that,
bags are going to be out and about.
When I saw that, I thought this was another one of those, you know, what they did with the last World Cup, where they were like, "Hey, all of our international players are gone, but we're still going to have a tournament."
Yeah, that was
and
fun,
then. But then there was also injuries that resulted out of that thing, and then so that's what I thought that was. But if it's a whole thing of like more just kind of soccer programming around the international game, I think I'm all for that. And yeah, as all that info comes out, we'll keep posting it. You'll probably see it. We'll repost it. You'll probably see it through us. So it's all good.
Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this recap and deep dive into mentality around sports in America. If you listened this far and got through this episode, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for so much for being here. Do us a favor if you haven't already and subscribe wherever you're listening. Click on the link on the button, on the thumbs up, on the bell, whatever it is, wherever you're listening. Check out casualfc.com for all of the podcast links, social media stuff. We're also on YouTube, and it's a silly time over there because you get to see me be really excited about trading cards like this one of Sarah Gordon I'm holding up right now that is so pretty. Good job, Parkside. We miss your craftsmanship, given that Panini has now been caught using AI to make their trading cards. So, if you also want to scream about generative AI in the creative space, you can join our Discord and scream about it with me. You can go to the link in our bio to get the Discord link, and if it's not there or you can't figure it out, just DM us and we'll send it to you. The best ways to support the pod are to like, share, comment on an episode or a post and repost it or whatever. Engagement, just click on shit. I don't care. And then you can... Oh, and Carson Cherry got minutes. Her first minutes coming back from an injury. So we have another person on the pitch available. You can grab Carson Cherry Bomb merch at shop.casualfc.com, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got a couple other things in the pipeline ready to drop the second some other stuff happens. So that's super exciting. And then if you feel so inclined and you want to help support the pod and keep the lights on around here, you can do so by buying us a coffee. You can go to the link in our bio or buymeacoffee.com/casualfcpod. Last but not least, we have a whole month coming up to accumulate good luck going into the second third of the season, because I will not be wrong again. Sorry, coach. Not only do we have Back Passes episodes coming up for you with some very cool topics, we have all these weeks to shore up our stockhold of good luck and good vibes and healthy bodies going forth for Angel City. Send them our way. We'll get them to the team. And with that, bye guys. See you in a couple weeks.